My dearest risen ones, this message is divinely timed, and it is finding you exactly when your frequency has reached a level that can no longer be ignored, because your energy has shifted, your aura has intensified, and the spiritual atmosphere around you has completely changed. Your magical God-given talent is elite class, activated at the soul level, and your very presence alone destroys illusions without confrontation, without explanation, without effort. Truth collapses fake narratives instantly. Reality hits like bricks for the haters and doubters, and your glow-up is deeply unsettling people, even though you are not chasing attention, approval, status, or validation, because your light is real and cannot be copied, diluted, or controlled. They used to gossip endlessly about how you went to the bar alone, took yourself shopping alone, sat confidently eating alone in public, mocked the Toyota Camry you drive, criticized your teeth, your clothes, your body language, your silence, your calm demeanor, snapping secret photos of you minding your own business and circulating them in private group chats, projecting their own insecurities by labeling you mysterious, a cute weirdo, socially awkward, mentally challenged, emotionally detached, or claiming you must be a spy, a criminal, or someone making money in dark or illegal ways. Every conspiracy imaginable simply because they couldn't read you, categorize you, control you, or provoke a reaction out of you. The community grew so suspicious of you that their curiosity turned into obsession, and some even went as far as hiring people to watch you, follow you, investigate you, expecting to uncover dirt on your name or flaws in your character, convinced there had to be something hidden beneath your peace, because no one could be that self-contained, that independent, that unbothered, without secrets. Yet all they ever found was consistency, integrity, routine, solitude, discipline, and a person who genuinely enjoyed their own life, and that truth frustrated them more than any scandal ever could. Meanwhile, you were never performing, never pretending, never trying to prove anything to anyone, simply enjoying your life, deeply content in your own company, genuinely happy without needing applause or companionship to feel whole. And that independence enraged them because it exposed their fear of being alone, their addiction to validation, and their lack of inner peace. Just as God says, "You are fearfully and wonderfully made." The Lord goes before you and will never leave you nor forsake you. What I bless, no one can curse, and no weapon formed against you shall prosper. Your solitude was never loneliness. It was divine preparation, divine insulation, and divine refinement. A sacred season where God was sharpening your discernment, fortifying your spirit, strengthening your self-worth, and elevating your consciousness beyond the reach of low-frequency minds. Every time you noticed 111, it was confirmation of alignment and new beginnings activating in your life. 222 was reassurance that God was restoring balance and ordering your steps even when it felt quiet. 333 signaled divine guidance, wisdom, and higher protection surrounding you. 444 confirmed angels standing guard around you day and night. And 555 marked irreversible transformation that others could sense but could never explain, because be still and know that I am God. Those who wait on the Lord shall renew their strength. They shall mount up with wings like eagles. And now the same people who laughed, mocked, whispered, investigated, and doubted are watching in confusion and disbelief as your presence commands respect without demand, because your light exposes everything false, insecure, and performative around them. Without you lifting a finger, you had nothing to prove. And that silence became your authority. Your authenticity became your power. Your peace became your intimidation, and your rise was written long before their opinions ever mattered. So if this message resonates with your spirit, risen ones, don't ignore the confirmation. Like this video, subscribe to the channel, and share it with someone who needs this divine reminder right now, because your alignment is real. Your protection is supernatural. Your glow-up is undeniable. And God is still unfolding your story in ways no one can block, manipulate, or reverse. My dearest risen ones, by now you may have noticed that something else has happened quietly but powerfully. The separation has begun. Not because you pushed anyone away, not because you changed your heart, but because your frequency rose to a level where alignment became non-negotiable. And this is exactly how God moves when elevation is near. People who once hovered, watched, questioned, doubted, monitored, or quietly competed with you are naturally falling away. Conversations feel forced or hollow, invitations slow down, access closes, and this is not loss, it is protection. Because can two walk together unless they are agreed? Amos 3:3, and God does not bring everyone with you into a new season, especially those who were assigned to misunderstand, surveil, or study you instead of support you. Some of the same individuals who once speculated, investigated, and tried to decode, you are now confused by their lack of access, because your boundaries have strengthened without announcement, and the Lord is your shield, your stronghold, and your refuge. Psalm 28:7. So the door they once stood behind has quietly closed. They feel the distance and mistake it for arrogance, when in reality it is obedience, discernment, and divine instruction, because God said, "Come out from among them and be separate." 2 Corinthians 6:17, not to isolate you in fear, but to refine you in peace. You were never meant to be overly explained, overly available, or overly consumed by those who questioned your spirit while feeding on your energy. And now the fog has lifted. Your nervous system is calmer, your intuition sharper, your prayers clearer, because God is not the author of confusion, but of peace. 1 Corinthians 14:33. The same people who once doubted your sanity are now sensing that you see more than you say. The same ones who speculated about your life are now realizing you were always 2 steps ahead, and this is because the wisdom from above is first pure, then peaceable. James 3:17, and you chose wisdom over reaction. The angelic confirmations continue. 1111, reminding you that heaven is opening doors no one else can see yet. 444, confirming that you are divinely guarded in this quiet transition. 666, appearing not as fear, but as a reminder to rebalance your focus away from the material opinions of others and back to God. Set your mind on things above. Colossians 3:2. And while some are still trying to figure out what went wrong, you know the truth. Nothing went wrong. Something went right. Stay steady, risen ones, because the Lord is doing a work you would not believe even if told. Habakkuk 1:5. And if this part confirms what you've been feeling in your spirit, like the video, subscribe, and share it, because someone else is being separated for elevation and doesn't yet understand why. My dearest risen ones, this is the phase many speak of, but few understand. The vindication that happens without apology, explanation, or confrontation, because when God elevates you, truth stands on its own. The same people who once doubted, monitored, investigated, whispered about, or tried to trap you will witness your rise in ways they cannot deny. And this is not revenge, it is God's justice, because the Lord will bring forth your righteousness as the light, and your justice as the noonday. Psalm 37:6. Opportunities will appear without effort, respect will flow from unexpected places, and your name will carry weight without seeking approval, because a good name is better than riches. Proverbs 22:1. Some may return, some may watch silently, but your discernment is sharper now, because the prudent see danger and take refuge. Proverbs 27:12. This is the season where calm confidence becomes undeniable authority, where your consistency outshines performance, and those who trust in the Lord shall be like Mount Zion, which cannot be moved. Psalm 125, verse 1. Angelic confirmations intensify. 888 for abundance and karmic justice. 999 for closed cycles. 1212 for divine timing and expansion, because there is a time for everything under heaven. Ecclesiastes 3:1. You are no longer triggered by the past or seeking validation, because whom the Son sets free is free indeed. John 8:36. And if God is for you, who can be against you? Romans 8:31. Walk gently, stay humble, and remain disciplined, because promotion comes from the Lord. Psalm 75, 6-7. And heaven backs every step you take. If this message resonates, like this video, subscribe and share it, because the era of questioning your worth is over. The era of embodiment, expansion, and quiet authority has begun.